Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Naresh Chetri. Today in this video, to our older style going from the PPT and then program, today I am trying to directly go and plot a simple line graph for a square number sequence. So this is just the beginning. As you can see, the Python code is written over here in collab.research.google.com. To be over here, like I have the file name as untitled 10, which is my 10th file .ipynb, which you may already know it is an interactive Python notebook file. Whenever you want to download, you can get that as a Python file or the .py, which you have been using in .ipynb. But the thing is that you have to log in via your Google account. If you haven't done so, please watch my previous video where you can come up to this point where you can type your code. First thing, here we use the import keyword, which we have been using. The Matplotlib is the library, allows us several functions and several things to provide the plot. The Pyplot, it's a library provided, and we use that as a plot. Next thing, after we import, use the squares. So as a list, I have tried to provide all the comments in the description line by line. Comment section below where I'm not providing here all those things for saving your time, just 5 numbers. So the square values as a list 1 to 25 or square from number 1. The plot, which we have decided, and use the method name as the subplots to plot that values. That subplot is a function to generate one or more plot in the same figure. For that, we use the variable that can assign those value to. So here, for the easy purpose, I use figure as a variable and ax for the axis. The description is below. So for here, I'm just using the program. What are the two variables? The first variable is the FIG that represents the entire figure where the collection are generated. And the another variable is the AX that represents the single point in the figure, and you use all of the time plot method. We use that plot method and we pass those values. And the only last thing we are left, we have to display that. Display that means we have to display the values, and which is easy, done via the show methods. That opens the Matplotlib viewer and that displays the plot. As you can see, the value we have plotted over here. Now we can do several changes. First thing, we can change the thickness of the line. So one by one, changing the thickness of the line. What you can do is, wherever you have the plot, you can directly provide the line width. Here I will go and say the line width is, say for example, you can see the value is a 3, and let's see what happens. The thickness of the line here, not that much thick before. Now provide the title for the chart. Okay, so easy. So there are several methods, so we will just use that method to provide the title. So I will go over here, use that ax to remember the same variable, and dot set title. So you can see over here, you can see several methods provide some titles, like say for example, for now just say square numbers. Okay, so let's run now. So you see the title is the square numbers. We can have the labels for our x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, which is also so simple. We can provide the set label, x label for the x-axis, some value, and also we can provide the font size, but I'm not using that over here. There are so many parameters you can use, just providing some value. Okay. So whatever you, so you can provide any value. For now, I'm providing just over there and running. You can see over here you have the value and the square of the value. The x label method and the y label method, you have seen we provided the x-axis and the y-axis. Now another thing I want to point over here is correcting the plot. Okay, the square value of 4, you can see over here, is almost 25, which is wrong. We need to fix that, and for that we provide the input values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will create another list with those input values before the squares, and then provide that as the values. Okay, so which is pretty simple. So let me go and provide the input values. Obviously we know we have provided 1 to 5, and now we just need to provide that input values over the plot. Okay, over here ax.plot, you see we need to provide that input values, and I'll run again. You can see the values, you can see 5 and the 25 is over here. To make it some more attractive, we can use some built-in style. First one is a Seaborn. So I will use the style. It has the version 0-8. There are so many built-in styles. So just for using this Seaborn, the built-in style plt.style.use the Seaborn for now. And after I run code, you can see that. I hope that helps, and thank you for watching.